Have you checked out Omega's website recently? You can now buy genuine Omega NATO and leather straps direct by mail order. They even have some novelty Velcro straps designed specifically around the Speedmaster, because I guess Omega are too tight to throw them in with the watch these days. Sadly, they haven't listed any rubber straps yet, but these are available at boutiques and dealers. Omega are also in no rush to offer bracelets directly either, so if you have a Planet Ocean or an Aquaterra and want both rubber and steel, you'll need to have a word with your authorised dealer or boutique. Yes, they come at a heavy price, but in for a penny, in for a pound is what I say. Try and negotiate an accessory strap in with a deal, as this may be easier than a straight discount these days. Now this week, I've gone a little off piste with my Speedmaster. I bought an accessory bracelet that isn't from Omega. No, this one is from Forstner Bands. It's pretty special. Let's find out why. I'm Andy and welcome to the English Watch. This channel is about me and my watch collecting journey, an amateur enthusiast with an eye for detail, always looking behind the watch for the story, helping similar like-minded individuals like you start your watch collecting journey. Now before we get started, hit the like button if you like this video and don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing not only means that you won't miss any episodes, but your small contribution really helps. And as always, please engage in the discussion after the video in the comment section below, where you will also find links to my Instagram, some helpful hints and tips on how to look after your watch, as well as some affiliate links to the tools I use in these videos. Now just a little note on the London Watch Show. I'll be attending on Saturday the 18th of September, and if you see me mingling amongst the rank and file, please feel free to tap me on the shoulder and say hello. So for this video I'm going to use some timestamps, so if you want to jump straight to the review, just click the button. Before we take a look at this new bracelet, let's take a quick look at the watch and my motivations for buying this particular one. Later on I'll show you how to fit and adjust it and how it looks on the wrist. So back to my Speedy. This is the Used in Space 2014 to 2021 version with the big box and accessories, introduced for the Speedmaster Professional's 50th anniversary and still available. It has the tried and tested 1861 manual eye movement and of course the space capsule friendly Hesalite crystal. I bought my Speedy on the bracelet, although a leather strap version was also available. Now neither the leather strap nor the steel bracelet on this version are standout features. Since the introduction of the base model in 1996, the bracelet has come with a solid and integrated end-link design that pushed the lug-to-lug width out, making the watch sit wider across the wrist. In 2009, the tapering was also reduced, so the buckle increased by a few millimetres, making it more like the chunky Seamaster diver bracelet than the svelte Speedmaster of old. All these points steadily worsened the feel of the bracelet, even if the quality and value was increased with the twin buckle deployment clasp and screwed links replacing pins and sleeves. Roll on to 2021 and the introduction of the Master Chronometer Speedmaster. Omega have gone back to the classic looking and sized bracelet, reintroducing the tapered profile and pivoting end links with a narrower clasp. Some would argue that this was justification enough to upgrade from the old to the new, with all the modern quality refinements packaged in a classic design. This does give the 2021 Speedmaster a more cohesive design and echoes the heritage features seen on the dial. Now why not check out my video of the Speedmaster Professional, going back through the history and looking at all the details that have changed over the years. So getting back to the Forstner band I have in this box. Now Speedmaster fans will know that Forstner have a historic link with the Speedmaster and NASA. In the early days of the space program, certain astronauts personally purchased the Omega Speedmaster Professional and paired it with the Comfit band. In the Mercury years, the Comfit band fit easily over the spacesuit and was often worn in this manner, both during training on Earth and in space. Now around 1963, Forstner was purchased by Jacoby Bender, which continued the Comfit style but rebranded it the JB Champion. The JB Champion version of the Comfit band was subsequently flown on numerous missions during Gemini and Apollo periods, even making it onto the moon. After the Apollo program, this band continues to be worn periodically on the space shuttle missions. However, the band eventually was lost in time after Jacoby Bender shut its doors. And then, back in 2019, Forstner and the Comfit band were relaunched. Now I appreciate the history and the provenance of the Comfit bracelet and Forstner, but I have to say I'm not a big fan of the style, but totally get why it sells really well. For me, my favourite bracelet was the one originally fitted to the actual Moonwatch, the 105012, with the legendary 321 column wheel movement. Now this is the flat link style as reintroduced on the 50th anniversary professional model from 2019 and the Ed White 321 re-edition of last year. On those editions, the bracelet looks stunning, and I'm amazed Omega didn't carry this forward to the 2021 professional model. The flat link bracelet was to many one of the most beautiful designed and comfortable bracelets ever offered on the Speedmaster. Now Forstner has made their own version of this flat link bracelet, keeping the beauty of the original but improving it for fit and wearability, and most importantly quality. This Forstner flat link bracelet is designed for the pre-2021 Speedmaster Professional case with the 20mm lug. It will also fit on the first Omega in space, but you'll need to order the 19mm end links to suit, and that will give it a real good Ed White look. There are two options available from Forstner, a fully brushed version, which some would say suits the watch's tooly nature, but I've gone with the version with the polished outer links as the original had and carried on to the recent anniversary models. So, before we open the box, how much did it cost? Well, this was $160, and with shipping and tax it was about £130 I think. Okay, let's have a look what's in the box. So, in preparation for removing the bracelet on this one, what I've done is I've just removed the adjustable end piece here, just to make it a bit easier, and fire it open. So, Forstner script on the box, just a plain cardboard box with this sort of V-shaped envelope style lid. It's got a magnetic clasp, it's interesting, and open it up, and here we go. So we have a screwdriver, we have the end links, and we have the bracelet and some spring bars. It says, thanks for your purchase, tips on wearing and using the band, visit forstnerbands.com. Well, I think we can manage, don't you? So this bracelet is wrapped in cellophane, but immediately I can feel how delicate and thin this bracelet really is. But what I'm going to do very quickly, just out of curiosity, I'm going to get my trusty calipers and just run it across the links there, 2.5mm. Let's just quickly compare that with the substantial bracelet that's here. That is 3.8, so quite a bit thinner. Interesting. Now, so here are the spring bars and the end links. So these are solid end links, as you can see, solid. And the good thing about these is because the pivoting part sits within the end link, we're going to get the same style as the current version. So the bracelet will be able to pull straight down, as opposed to this version here where you can see that the pivoting link sits outside of the axis of the spring bar. Now this bracelet was about $160, so about the same price as the two leather straps I'm tending to use at the moment for my Speedy. These are both from ABP Concept Paris. So I've got an alligator strap here, genuine alligator, and just a standard calf skin. Now these are brilliant. This is my most recent one. I bought this with quick release spring bars, which I wish I had with this one as well, but I've been wearing the Speedy on this strap for a few months now, and I have to say, for the value of these, are fantastic. So go check them out. Now, as I said, for a similar price, you've got this. Now, it feels a little bit flimsy in the hand, and to be honest, that's probably part of the charm, because it feels vintage, but is well made, and so should be quite comfortable. Now, I do believe it has, yeah, the spring-loaded links. On the old, on the vintage bracelet, I believe most of the links were elasticated, which is why they all deteriorated. Now you've got the JB signed clasp, no deployment here. This is a standard friction clasp, and you can see there's lots of adjustment down the side. So this is how clasps were of old. Now I guess for me, will this be premium enough? As I said in the opening, I like it OEM, I like it genuine, but will I be able to put up with this clasp? We'll see. Right, let's get this one off and this one on. Now, just a little sidebar, I did use this tool, which you can get for, I don't know, about 10 quid on eBay. They're pretty good. These tips do tend to break, so just be careful of that. And also, what I've noticed is the spring bars do wear if you remove them quite often. So what I did is I phoned up Omega service and said, can you sell me some spring bars? And you know what, they just chucked a couple in the post for free. So it's worth asking. Yeah, don't go for the cheap knockoffs. And again, you can see the end links here are quite different. Now, before adjusting for size, the force in the band is 53 grams next to the sized Omega bracelet of 81 grams, so already a good saving. And this should help the watch disappear on the wrist, as it does with the leather straps. Now, just offering these up together, I think I need to take about 3 links off of this side and about 4 links off of this side to get the equivalent length. And then hopefully just get the remaining adjustment on the pins on the clasp. So let's just see how we do that. So put those to one side. So I want 3 off this side. Now these are screwed in, as you can see. Now normally my method of unscrewing links is to put some tape over, and I'm not going to break with tradition, so I'm just going to lay some tape over there, because even though it's cheap I still don't want to damage it. Now I guess what we need to know is if this screwdriver is any good. So let's put that in there, break the tape, and that unscrews pretty nicely. That's it comes, very similar to a Rolex pin. So that one there you can see. Okay, I think I've about done it. A bit of trial and error, using some of the adjustment holes in the clasp. I think I'm about there. So I've just tried to get this one a little bit shorter so that the elasticated links maybe takes up some of the slack. We'll see how that works. So let's get it on. Right, so let's put this one on just to show you, again using these. So what I do is I compress the spring bar in the bracelet like that, then hold the bracelet steady and then just feed the watch head on this way, very little moves, and then just release. There we go. So I just need to put the adjuster link back in. Well, I have to say, getting that in was bloody fiddly, but it's in now. Right, so here we go. The watch with, now I went for the polished outer links and the satin inner links, which is the same as the 50th anniversary and the original, and I think it looks quite smart. It's obviously a much daintier affair, and yeah, it does have the classic tapering. So what we should do is try it on. I can tell immediately that it's too big. Right, so I need to do some more adjustment. Back in a tick. Okay, we're back and it fits. I have to say, it fits quite nicely. What I'm going to have to do now is just wear it for a bit. Now, as you can see, I can get my finger under there because of the elastication around these outer ones. Just check the back side. I think I might want to rotate the clasp that way a bit so that I don't get this squared off edge from the clasp. So I need to take a link out of that side and put it into that side. So I'll mess around with that and we'll see how we get on. You know, you can't have too many options when it comes to the Speedmaster. Having a range of steel, leather and NATO straps should be in any collector's armoury. This is a versatile watch and on the right strap can suit all occasions. Now, I've now adjusted this so it doesn't dig in, and I've been wearing it for a few hours, and I have to say it's pretty comfortable. I haven't really noticed it, to be honest. It feels nice and light. So yeah, we'll give it a go. We'll keep it on there for a few more days and see how we get on with it. I'm really digging the way that it looks. I think the polished outer links are a must. I'm sure the brush ones look okay, but I think the outer polished links just match and bleed into the, I guess, the lyre edge of the outwardly facing twisted lug. I don't know, I'm making it up now, aren't I? Anyway, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. I'll be really interested to know what you feel about this one, so leave any comments and I'll try to get back to them as usual. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any upcoming videos, which at the moment have been pretty random, so it's worth using a little bell icon as well so you don't miss an episode. Also, don't forget, if you see me at the London Watch Show, tap me on the shoulder and say hello. Be more than happy to talk to you. I won't be there with all the celebrities, I'll be with you guys in the crowd anyway. So I'm Andy, this has been The English Watch. Take care and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.